Hello everyone, I'm Shivam. I'm Bangalore alum, mentor, and someone who has worked closely with hundreds of CAT aspirants over the last few years. Today's video is going to be very special. We are going to talk about one of the most critical yet misunderstood parts of your MBA journey, the FMS Delhi SOP. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to write in your FMS SOP, how to structure it using the 4C framework, which is something which I've developed, what makes a good SOP different from a bad one. Also, stick till the end. I'll be sharing a couple of sample SOPs and a template that you can refer to when writing yours. Okay. First, let's clear this up. The FMS SOP is not your resume in paragraph form. It's a personal narrative, a 1,000-character window where the panel wants to see how clearly you think and how honestly you reflect. They're not looking for buzzwords. They're looking for clarity, maturity, authenticity. And it's basically a first impression that you're going to create before the GDPI round, and it also demonstrates how serious you are about the program. And one thing which most definitely every panel member would want to see in the candidates are how serious are they about the program. So at its core, your SOP should answer three simple questions: who are you, and what will you bring to the table? Why MBA? And within why MBA, why FMS? If you can answer these questions honestly and coherently, you have already done 80% of the job. See, this is the raw, unfiltered version of an SOP. Essentially, whatever you are going to write, the polished version of your SOP, it should have this message. It should basically talk about the things that you have achieved in life, which is why you are currently at X. And then you have to say that, okay, however, while I'm standing at X, I have realized that I want to do greater things in life, and I have realized I want to go to Y. So currently I'm at X, I want to go to Y, but with my current set of skill sets, I cannot get to Y. So I need an MBA degree from FMS. Okay. Basically, you need to demonstrate that there's something which you are bringing to the table as well. And MBA is something which is not your need, but it is more like a choice for you. So the yellow highlighted part, it should come out very subtly in your write-up, right? Now this is a 4C framework, which I've developed, which will use to structure your SOP. It's simple, clean, and works almost every time, right? And if you see the rightmost column, this is basically a snip from my SOP, which I used. And yeah, it answers the guiding question in each of the four steps. In the 4C framework, first two steps are context and challenge. Here you have to talk about your academic and professional background and what have you learned from your work or experience so far, right? And here basically these two questions should answer the first yellow highlighted line in this page, right? Now coming to the next part, what gap or realization led to pursue an MBA, led you to pursue an MBA. This is the part which is basically highlighting that, okay, while I am at X, I know that I have sort of realized that I lack certain things in life, certain skill sets in life, which is making me which is hindering me from going to Y, right? So this is this part. And then within that, the fourth part, why FMS, what attracts you specifically. Here basically you need to sort of highlight the fact that, okay, you have done your research, and FMS MBA is not some generic MBA program for you, and there's something very specific about FMS which you want to, which basically attracts you toward FMS. So in a way, these four sort of steps, it is answering uh it is answering all the guiding questions which is coming out of this raw unfiltered version, right? Now this is a sample SOP. This is essentially my SOP. So in my time, I basically did my MBA from 2021 to 2023. So I had to fill FMS form in 2020. I think the word limit was, I think, stricter that time. It was, I think, 150 words. So I basically, in the first couple of lines, I highlighted that I am coming from bits, and then I am coming from logistics experience as well at delivery. And then I realized certain gaps, and that is why I want to do an MBA, and then an MBA from FMS. So this is sample SOP one. Another SOP which I've pulled out for you is someone who worked with ZS Associates, and then he basically worked with pharma clients, and you can refer to this SOP as well. And after that, this is basically a template uh, which you can refer to. So in this template, so basically I've divided the whole write up into five sort of buckets. One is the background, where you can talk about the background. Second, any experience or learning. You can highlight one or two major experience or learning, right? And then after just briefly mentioning these two, you can quickly jump onto what makes you motivated for an MBA, and then you can talk about why FMS, and then because if you have some extra words characters left, then you can add one closing remark as well, right? So this is a template you can follow. These are some don'ts. Do not use chat gpt or any AI tool. The professors, they have they can quickly filter these SOPs out, and then that's basically an integrity issue. And someone and I mean, if I am a panelist, I would not, I can compromise on any other thing but not on integrity. So not that copy paste generic answers, not going to work. Listing achievements without a story, that's like you're too proud about yourself, you're too boastful, again not gonna work. Why MBA, nothing about you, basically you're not highlighting what you're bringing to the table, again a no. Yeah, so these are some no-nos which you should be avoiding, right? You need to show clarity, that you understand what FMS stands for, rigor, humility, and pure learning, stuff like these. You need to highlight these things and not these, right? This is just a bonus sort of slide for you if you're a fresher. Okay. So that's how you should approach your FMS SOP. It's not about being perfect, it's about being authentic. And just to sort of summarize, should start with clarity, build connection, add credibility, and show character. uh yeah, that's it. And all the best.